I said I'll be right there, okay? Brush your teeth, get your pajamas. Ah, shit. How many times do I have to tell you to put your toys away when you're done playing with them? Next time I'm just gonna throw them in the trash. What's up, everybody? Welcome to JG's Lounge. Welcome back to another episode of A Dash of Ginger. The intros are, I try to make this comical and more quality as possible. So I hope you guys enjoy them. Evolution, man, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, Ginger Jukebox? I'm good, man. It's been a good day overall. A little weird, but a good day.
Yeah.
Everything's moving forward. Just excited about all these new shows and episodes that's going on with the I guess the group of people that are involved.
Right.
Looking forward to what's next, man.
Yeah, we're up to 793.
Woo!
Man, we're getting up there, man. We
Yeah,
get
man.
way, we'll get like 15 to 20, and then it'll pause and kind of chill. I don't care. You know, the fact that it's growing is all that matters to me. We've been hovering right around 111,000 for the last couple of weeks, which is
Nice.
still great because it's not dropping. It's still
Right,
there.
right. Mhm.
The fact that it's not dropping means that I'm catching some attention. We're all catching attention, and it's fantastic. So,
Absolutely.
appreciate you. I appreciate everybody, honestly, because this channel has been just, it's so much fun, man. This is my getaway. This is me going out to the clubs at night. This is me going out to a bar to chill out. This is what I do to relax. So,
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun.
and just getting to be creative, getting to be creative and come on here, jump on live. Like right now, we got 2 people watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Just to come on live and shoot the shit. And if there's people listening and they tune in the chat, that's always fun to kind of give them a shout out. And this show isn't, I don't necessarily want to say it's a podcast. It's really just going to be on the JG's Lounge channel. So if anybody ever wants to watch more of these shows, this is only the second one. You can find them on JG's Lounge. But yeah, this is A Dash of Ginger. And basically what we do is read kids' books without reading them. There's no words. I blur out the words. This book tonight actually doesn't have any words. It's just pictures. So this one was pretty easy. And I will basically just describe the scenes. And if we're confused, we call it out. It's quite fun, actually. All right, Evolution, you ready for this?
Hey, man, I'm ready to go.
All right. Well, first off, this book, I blurred out a couple words, but it doesn't take away from the title in any way. It is called The Lady and the Snatcher. Again, the other 2 words don't make it any better. It's still a very interesting title. We were out thrift shopping, and this book stood out. And as we started flipping through these pages, we're like, this is pretty odd. But
Yeah.
right off the bat, Evolution, what do you think with the title?
It sounds a little weird, like somebody's gonna be snatched up.
Right. I'm thinking, some odd porno or something.
Yeah, definitely not the title I would give a children's book.
No. And again, even with the blurred out words, it doesn't make it any better or worse. It's still just as weird.
Yeah, because even the image behind it doesn't have anything to do with a lady or a snatcher.
No,
It's like,
you literally see some oh man, I'm messing it up. Look at me over here. And here's the next page right here. Let's just jump right into it. I mean, there's
okay.
it's the images alone are, and I'm over here just messing stuff up, guys. Feel free to call me out on this, but the platform I usually use is not working. So we're using Google Drive while we're doing this. But with that being said, this is the very first page. And again, there's no words. It's just this silhouette. It's a gray silhouette of a woman carrying a basket of strawberries.
That's a woman. That's a woman.
I mean, I don't know that that's a woman. But whoever it is has a really big ass nose. Her hands are about the same size as her face.
Wow. She might be related to Shrek in some weird way.
I
Uh,
do see some grapes in the background, some green and some purple grapes.
mhm.
Guy standing behind the table there too, but she chose to pick the strawberries.
Okay. Yeah. Uh, that's just the weirdest picture of a lady that I've seen in a children's book. I'm
It
thinking like
doesn't. It's
a
kind of
goblin
creepy,
or something.
honestly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a goblin, Halloween or something.
yeah. Hey, and everybody tune in. Thank you. Feel free to jump in the comments and what you guys think about this show because it's a
Ooh,
weird one. If you see anything in these pictures, let us know. Um, yeah, this is one thing about it that gets me is the fact that this is a kid's book and just the first page alone creeps me out.
yeah, it's creepy. uh,
And like you said, this lady won a bunch of awards for this book. It's weird, man.
yeah, yeah. I saw quite a few awards actually, and several of them were for the drawings or the images in the
Yeah.
book. So
I'm,
yeah, it's quite surprising.
I mean, definitely the details are there. I'm not going to
Hmm.
argue that the details aren't there.
Hmm.
And even the lack of detail almost makes it just as more odd.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
All right, let's get into
And
the next one. Go ahead.
is that like wood on the left and right of that picture?
Yes, I think she's going through a doorway.
Oh, okay, okay.
All right, so everybody that's just tuned in, this is the first page of The Lady and the Snatcher. And we are just going through and breaking down each page individually. And right now we got a lady leaving I'm guessing like a farmer's market or some sort of shop with a basket full of strawberries. All right, next page. Hold on just a second. Bear with me. Okay, so next up.
Alrighty.
Okay, so lady left the shop, right? We
Mhm.
got that part. And again, the drawings are just creepy, man. Just the silhouette of the lady, I think, catches me off guard the most.
Okay.
But
Um,
what you got?
well, it looks like there's a corner there, and there's also a door that's open. So, with somebody coming out the door, is that
Yeah,
what that looks?
in the right there in the center.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So that's a weird place for a door, right on the corner. You can open up and smack somebody that's walking by. Uh,
yeah. And if
but
you look over here to the left, look in the left corner. There's a little creepy dude peeking around the corner. You
oh
see
my
that? You
goodness.
see that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man, I'm just messing this up today. I'm so sorry, guys. Why is this not
So,
working for me?
I'm trying to figure out the point of this book. You know,
Yeah.
it's
So,
called "The Lady and the Snatcher," and she's
right.
carrying strawberries in these weird places, and now somebody's peeking
Dude,
around corners.
yeah. Speaking around the corner, he's probably like, "What the hell is this silhouette lady doing?"
Right?
And then the next page over to the right. So yeah, like you said, she's going down this corner,
Hmm.
and some ladies coming out of a shop. So I was right, it's some sort of like market square or something. So she's
Okay.
going, and to the right's the second page. Whatever this dude in the corner was doing, he's now following her
Hmm.
past these shops, and that's weird too because this dude's all blue and green, weird fingers, just creepy looking guy in general. And the only
Yeah.
normal one is so even the dude in the first picture that was behind the counter, the
Hmm.
girl coming out of the door there is not as creepy as the rest of them. If anything, she's the most normal of any of these images.
Agreed. I agree with that. What's that on the right? Is that like
It looks like a little fountain. Or is that are you talking about the flower plant or
behind
the
that the yellow blue image? Is that like hands? Uh,
yeah, that's
Folding
the
hands?
okay. So that's like a dude's coat. So the dude who's following her is that guy. That's his like coat, and his hands are behind his back, and he's following her.
On the left side or the right side?
Are you talking about right here? The right side,
Yeah, because I
right?
saw
Is that what you're talking about right here?
some. Yeah, somebody's on the left too. Look, and if you go back to the left, all the way to the left,
Yes.
right there.
So these are two dudes.
That's what
Yeah,
I. So there's a person
yeah.
right
So the
there,
dude
right by the
on
corner.
the yes, yeah, he's peeking around the corner,
Uh
and
huh.
then he's following her in the next scene.
Oh,
So
okay,
this is
I'm
the
with you now. So
yeah.
he's
So it's
behind
two
her. Yeah,
different.
okay, I got you. Got you.
Yes,
Got
left page, right page, right?
you. Okay,
Creepy.
wow. And that looks really creepy.
And look, I mean, look at this dude.
Look
I'm
at his
gonna keep
feet. Look at
messing
the
up
feet on
the.
that dude.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
like
I'm
some
zooming.
swamp thing type of deal.
Yeah, dude, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, he's blue. Like,
Yeah.
what's with the coloring here? Like, you got
Oh
one lady
man.
who's practically just invisible, and this dude that's blue and green.
Yeah, that's some
I don't know, man. It's a
creativity right there. It's weird.
right. All right, let's get to the next page here.
Okay.
All right. Maybe, guys, bear with me here. Again, it's not doing what I want it to do, but that's fine. I'm gonna figure this out. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna remove it, and then I'm gonna pop it back on as soon as I figure it out. Let's see here. Okay, so she's walking. They're just not in order, and I don't like it. I don't like it. All
That's
right,
a better
so
picture of what
you
the
get a
guy
better
looks
view of
like.
this guy.
Yeah.
Yes, right. And I'm gonna be honest here. When I first saw this, I was kind of confused what was going between his little curtain there, but that's part of his leg. I had to do it. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
That definitely shouldn't be a part of a children's book. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, definitely threw me off. At first, I was like, "Please don't tell me that that's what that is." But no, that's his leg. Like,
Oh
but
my
okay, so
goodness.
you now we've identified. Okay, so the one in the front is the lady, and the one in the back
Mhm.
is the snatcher, and he looks like a
Okay.
fucking snatcher. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Yeah, right. He definitely looks like he's in the process of snatching something, and he looks like he had experience in snatching before.
Yeah, in the blue men, so they've all got big noses. That's one thing I
Uh-huh.
noticed.
Okay.
This almost, as we dig more into the pages, it's almost like it almost has sort of a Red Riding Hood vibe to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So the only difference is he's in plain sight, walking down the street with his junk dangling between. Wait, that's his leg. I'm sorry, guys. You got a kid. Look at the background. There's a bakery, and then there's a kid behind the window snacking on something, watching him walk by. You can kind of see in this middle windows. You can see a little
Mhm.
girl.
Yeah, there's images in the window. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What do you got so far?
I'm just kind of creeped out on the way to do this walking and
Right.
kind of hunched over. The feet really got my attention. They look
Yeah,
like they're
those feet, man.
like
Those
duck
feet.
feet, web feet or something, man. It's weird. That's not your average person, right?
They are. They're so very odd. It's almost like a goblin
Yeah.
looking guy. He's not even
Yeah,
normal.
because I'm
You know
thinking
what I'm
like
saying?
Halloween type of stuff on
You
both
get
of
a good
those
view of it.
people, the
You're
way
getting
they
a good
look.
view of it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
even
can see.
her, like she's. I mean, even with the lack of detail to her, the lack of
Hmm.
detail to her makes it just as creepy.
Right, right. This is a book without words,
All
so
right.
I'm like, really? How's this a
Yeah, there's no
children's book?
words to it.
Yeah,
All right, where else? Where we at
images.
now? Dude, he like follows her down the hallway. Like it's either an alleyway or a hallway,
It looks like
and
a
she's like,
hallway.
yeah. He's right behind her too, and she doesn't even
Yeah, I
notice.
mean,
Like she's
she's.
not even
You would think
acknowledging that the dude's there.
you would think she'd be like something's like weird. Something's on behind me. You know, you get that feeling, right?
Mhm.
when something's too
Right.
close to you. And in this one on the right, he's like really like about to pounce on her or something. That's
Hey, man. I don't again,
and this is
it's just
broad daylight, right?
this is broad daylight, dude. And the if anything, I'd be creeped out of the fact that the woman's like damn near invisible. Like even if I was the
Yeah.
one trying to snatch the shit from her, I would be like, "What's up with this woman? She's like non-existent."
Or like a ghost type of
Uh-huh.
floating. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is, man. And clearly this guy wants those strawberries, man. He is fiending for some strawberries.
Or something else. I mean, he's the area
Uh,
that he's in right now
uh-huh.
looks a little questionable.
I do see a little curve going on there. He might just be trying to grab a
You
little
know,
handful of
I
something.
mean, again, not nothing that should be in a children's book.
In a kid's book, man. Dude, I'm telling you what, if anybody watches this and has nightmares, please put it in the comments so I can do a follow-up because this is one creepy book. I'm gonna be honest.
Man, this is crazy.
All right, you ready for the next page?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, let's see here. Resend. All right, come on now. Let's see. Okay, where we at? Oh, I know what it's doing. It's changing as I click the pages. That
Oh,
makes more
really?
sense.
Oh, okay.
Yes. All right. Maybe if I quit zooming in, that'll be better.
Hmm.
All right, here we go. Next page. Dude goes
What
for
in
a
the
grab.
world?
He
What
is
in the
going
world?
for he's going for that basket of strawberries, and she's quick to be like, hell no.
Snatch that mug out the way.
Right, and here's one thing. So based on like the city square and some of the images in here, what do you think that this is sort of like based out of, cultural wise?
Cultural wise, it's got to be a long time ago, like
Yeah.
when there were like brick sidewalks, and
Mhm.
just people just went down the street with these big old gown type of clothing. Is colonial? Is that the right way to say it?
That's good. I honestly, I was going for more of like it almost has sort of a native vibe, and not even like a specific native vibe, just like
Mhm.
you know where there's a native background to every country, but like it kind of has that sort of like feel to it. And I don't think
Yeah.
it's like trying to attack it or like specifically tie into a certain one, which I do like. Like you
Hmm.
can't say this is specifically like this region or this, but it
Right.
does kind
Right.
of have that like heritage kind of like cultural embedded vibe
Yeah.
to the background and then the scenes.
I agree. Apparently, she's got good reflexes.
No, and she looks like an older lady too. So props
Yeah.
to her. I mean, she was quick
Mhm.
to snatch that basket away from him, man.
He's really going at it though, for real.
He is, dude. And the blue, I'm still, I don't get the blue. I don't get the blue. I don't
Well,
get the silhouette
well,
concept.
she's kind of like a reddish color too, right? So her
Yeah,
skin, she's a little different color too.
yeah, yeah. And maybe it's just the fact to point out that he's the bad guy, so they did that because she's already
Mhm.
creepy enough. So maybe they're like, hey, if I throw blue in this dude's skin, they'll be like, oh no, he's the bad guy.
Um, I mean, I really done lost all thoughts of common reality on this one. It's just this
That's fair, man.
this is
If anybody's been paying attention to the basket, that is a full basket of strawberries, and there's not one falling out of that thing.
she's holding on for dear life.
She's
She's on a mission to eat those
she's like,
strawberries herself.
I handpicked these things, all right. All right, next page. She's running away, man. She's like, okay, I gotta get the hell out of here. She's still got her basket of strawberries. It looks like there's some look in the lady on the right. She's on a skateboard.
What? Okay,
You see that, right?
this is different. Okay, how do you get a skateboard in that type of time frame? This
Right.
is this is showing a lot of interesting creativity when it comes to art.
Right, man. And so if you're reading this story to your kids, like how I don't even know how to explain the scene. Like creepy blue guys chasing a ghost lady. Oh, there's a skateboarder going by with another
Yeah,
basket.
no kidding. I mean, this is probably a book that I wouldn't read to my kids.
Huh.
Um, I mean, this is my first impression of it, actually, but I'm starting to understand why.
If you look to the right, it looks like there's a bus. Like it looks like the side of a bus that she's getting ready to get on. Which good for her. Hopefully he doesn't get on as well. But she also should probably look to her left because she's about to get like just tackled by a skateboarder chick.
Yeah, no kidding. Boom.
Next up. Yep. Okay. So look, this is another one that was like, what? All right. So she's on the bus now, right?
Mhm,
And the bus is driving away, as you see in the second page. But
mhm.
he is now being tangled with some like swimming eels.
Is that what that is?
It looks like eels.
Or snakes or something?
Right.
And they're on the outside of the bus.
Right.
And that's
Now,
the
the only
guy.
thing,
That's the
I mean,
guy. Oh, in the
unless,
middle.
hold on a second. Let's go back to, okay, so the lady on the skateboard has a bucket, and in the
Uh-huh.
bucket are those eel looking things.
That's
So
crazy.
on the
She's
next
going down the
page,
street like that.
yeah, so so she runs into him
So
as
the
she's getting
lady
on the
made
bus.
it past the lady on the skateboard, got in the bus, and the
Uh-huh.
lady ran into this guy.
Yes. Oh man!
Okay.
Again, this lady got some awards for this book, man. I mean, it must be
Yeah.
pretty difficult to come up with these stories. Which I don't even know what the story is at this point.
Apparently, there's a great value for strawberries.
Wherever this
Yeah.
native skateboarding community is.
Wow. That's
All
crazy.
right, next next page. Um, again, why this is confusing to me too. Okay, so the bus is now dropping her off on the so again, these are two pages that I folded open to take the picture.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
The left one would be the first one, the other one's the second. If you
Mhm.
look at it, the way it's set up to where it's like a perfect circle is
Uh-huh.
really odd to me.
It was a road,
The sh-
yeah.
yeah, the way they set up the pictures is very confusing to me because it's like why?
And that's like trees growing up out the middle, right?
Yes. So basically, if you were to split this down the middle, they'd be two separate pages.
Uh-huh.
So it's the same woods on either side. She's going into the woods as she's
Okay.
getting off the bus. And if you look on the right, dude stole the chick's skateboard and is right behind her as she's yeah.
He's
Snatcher
persistent.
does Snatcher doesn't snatch a skateboard, man.
Oh my goodness. He's not limited to strawberries, obviously.
Nah, man. He knows how to ride a skateboard. If he kept up on her in
Man,
the
that's a
bus,
bus, right? He's getting it. Apparently, those web feet have more than one purpose.
with his witch powers, he's over there just
Oh man,
flying.
he's
So
going some serious speeds on that thing.
right, hey, we got 5 people watching. Appreciate you guys tuning in. We are reading a kid's book, but just based on the pictures. This is The Lady and the Snatcher, and feel free to tune in the comments. We will be glad to communicate with you on this. What's your views on this? I mean, it's to me, this whole book is creepy, and I'm probably gonna
Yeah.
have nightmares by the end of this. And I do want to
Oh,
I want to point out the trees. They
mhm.
they they kind of have like a depression kind of vibe to it because they're just dead. And then on the
Right.
outside, all the trees are green.
That's crazy.
You see what I'm
And
saying?
yeah, yeah.
All right, next page. They are in the woods, and they're not just in the woods. They are in the swamps. They are literally
Mhm.
treading through water right now, through the woods.
That would explain what the trees look like in the middle.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you look on the bottom right, there's a crane kind of hanging out, doing something real
Huh.
small.
Yeah.
It kind of blends into the trees.
Mm-hmm.
You got the lady with the strawberries right there in the center to the right,
Running.
kind of hanging on to one of the tree trunks, and then Snatcher's over here to the left, heading towards her. She sees him, obviously. So I mean, they are going at it, man. I mean, he is desperate for those strawberries.
And now she's in the woods in the middle of nowhere.
Uh-huh.
She probably should have stayed on the bus.
I don't get it, man. Like, again, the way that the trees are set up in this is just very odd to me.
Yeah,
It just it doesn't it adds more creepiness than it does clarity.
exactly.
And as a kid, let's say, my 7-year-old or my 6-year-old was reading this book
Mm-hmm.
and was going, what is this? I mean, I wouldn't even be able to explain it.
I
Not in a
mean,
way that it'd be positive.
heck no. I mean, I'm just thinking about how if a parent were to be kind of looking at this book with their kid, trying to explain what's going on, they would
Right.
really be lost because the pictures are so weird that there's really no true explanation other than, this lady with strawberries is getting chased by this blue guy.
Yeah. Dude wants some strawberries so bad he's chasing a lady for him. That's what's going on. All right, on to the next one. It does get weirder because you get less and less color.
What in the
Yeah.
world?
Right. Like, okay, so in this one, all you see it's towards the top left, there's some green, and then you see like the bottom of the lady's dress. But he almost puts like some odd emphasis on the Snatcher here.
Yeah.
I say he, but it could be her. I do like the shading in the water, like the rippling and like the
Mhm.
shadow that's reflecting off the water. They did a
Mhm.
great job on that. But like the details, so look at the dude's feet. They're no longer feet because his hands are up.
Right.
He's got like claws
That's
for feet.
crazy.
Do you see what I'm saying? They're no
Yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
There's no toes. They're just they're claws.
Hmm. He's a monster.
Yeah,
That
dude.
detail, though, that detail is really good
Yeah.
for a drawing,
Hmm.
but it's really not telling a great story, though. I mean, it's great images, but the story is like really weird.
It is, man. There's nothing. It's almost like, okay, where is she going with the strawberries? I feel like we're gonna find out. Why
Hmm.
is he chasing her for the strawberries? But that's the only thing that you know out of all
Right.
of the pages that we've gone through so far. All you
Yeah.
know is this guy's going after her strawberries.
And apparently, there's no limit to how far he'll go or
Oh man,
what he'll do to get to them because this
he,
is
he's he's already
this is
snatched a skateboard.
right.
All right, next up.
And fought off some eels.
Right. So, all right, okay, we got a good picture of the lady on this one, man. You can see her face pretty clearly, and she's going back into the woods, but now there's actually green on the trees.
Mm.
Snatcher is trying to get out of the water still, but she's right ahead of him.
Hmm.
But I don't know, man. I'm still just at this weird point, like, what the hell's going on here? You know?
What's going on
And
with the fingertips on the Snatcher? Are they like blue or red now?
the tips of his fingers are red.
Yeah, what happened to that? Did he like
I don't know. There's no real
scratch?
reasoning.
Did he scratch the lady or because
There's no explanation.
it wasn't red before, right?
No, but his feet were feet at one point. Now they're claws. So,
Yeah, right. That doesn't make sense either.
and if you look to the right, she ends up off in the distance and in the trees. That is still her. It gets to a point where like you're seeing like her in two different spaces, almost like it's showing her positioning throughout the page. If you know what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
All right, next up.
Huh.
Yeah. um, with these silhouettes, like I'm at an awe almost as to like what, like when the lady started illustrating this, whoever or guy, whoever it was,
Uh-huh.
What made them think of the silhouette aspect? Like, because again, the lack of
Hmm.
almost makes it more creepy.
I'm thinking they were just only had so much paint to deal with, and were forced to just not color it in because of they were running out of paint.
Sure, we'll go with that one. Maybe she only had so many colors to work with, and she's like, "Well,
Right?
I don't really have any browns, so we're just gonna leave some stuff plain."
Yeah, that's different, man.
Um,
Really
she
don't know
did
what the. Go ahead.
she did get some distance on him because you see Snatchers off in the distance, like looking at her,
Hmm.
and she's behind that tree.
Apparently, maybe when she touches stuff, it turns to.
Maybe I don't even know, man.
Yeah,
At
this
this
is.
point, I don't know. Um,
Yeah.
okay, so now it's showing from his view. He's pointing at her, and
Uh-huh.
she's on the side of the tree, like, "Oh crap, what's he gonna do?" The floral. I do want to throw out random compliments on the way that the art is on this because I
Hmm.
do like the floral, like leaves and branches. The way that they did that, it does
Hmm.
look really clever. I like how it's set up.
Yeah, I mean the skill of the design on this is up there. Definitely they know how to draw. It's
Uh huh.
just the storytelling is a bit of a challenge for them, I guess.
Right. Right. I wonder how long they sat there on each page starting to type a few words. They're like, no, 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 that doesn't work. No, 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 that doesn't. I'm
Wait a
just gonna
minute.
get rid of
You
this.
just said something that made a lot of sense. Um, when you look at these images and you try to write a story, I would be lost for words too. I'm like, what's going on here? How do I put this?
This
Let's
lady
just.
probably reached out to her illustrator. She's like, okay, here's the plot. You got this guy chasing this chick, and she's got a basket of strawberries. What you got? And then they present this, and she's like, oh, these are really, really good. But
I got nothing for words
her,
to back that.
her editor's like, okay, you hit your deadline like 4 weeks ago. You told me you're about done.
Let's just print it and see what happens.
Yeah, I need a final copy on my desk like yesterday.
uh, you're probably accurate on that. That explains the missing paint. It
Yeah.
explains the missing words, and it explains a lot that's not being said.
She's probably arguing with the illustrator, like, no, I want a neon purple tree, okay? Editor's like, I'm not
Oh,
putting that in my pictures, okay? That's not, I'm not doing that.
this is crazy.
Again, okay, now she's climbing the silhouette of a tree, but
Wow.
you almost can't tell what's going on. Like, if you
Yeah.
just glance at this, you see, okay, Snatcher's down in the corner peeking up a lady, and she's climbing the tree. But the only way I can tell that is if you look close enough, because if you
Mhm.
don't, you really don't know what's going on here.
You know what I'm thinking about? You know those doctors that show the patients the ink spots
Yes.
on that's what this is starting to resemble.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, man. What do you
Something
see here?
that, right? I think there was an image there, and somebody dropped milk. They spilt their milk.
There's definitely some cracks in the floor. You can see where the milk is kind of trailing off on the side there.
Oh man, that's
So
crazy.
she's climbing this big ass silhouette of a tree,
Hmm.
and Snatcher's following her. Let's
That's
keep going.
crazy.
Yeah, man. I mean, there's a lot of pages in this book. Is where okay. So she climbed the tree. She found a vine. You see her up at
Now
the top,
she
jump
went
down.
Tarzan on him. She went
Oh,
Tarzan.
she went Tarzan for sure. And
It's-
again, no strawberries have left that basket.
Still haven't dropped one strawberry.
Not one strawberry gone. You know that Snatcher's in the background, just waiting for one to just drop loose out of
I
that
tell you
basket.
what, those strawberries are very important to her, and apparently very important to him too. But she ain't letting them go. You
And
know.
they painted the tree pretty tall, man. Or
Mhm.
they didn't paint the tree tall, but you can tell it's tall.
Mhm. Oh yeah, when you swing it from vines, you up there.
All
Wow.
right, so yeah, she went Tarzan on him. And now, okay, so okay, he's
Hmm.
gone now. At the moment, he's not in the picture. She's off the vine, and she's walking out of the woods.
Okay.
All right, we're just gonna skip past this one because there's not a whole lot to it. Let's see where we at
Hmm.
here. Where we at here? Let's see here. Where is it? Bear with me, people. Okay, he's back after her. He's back after her.
He didn't go nowhere. It just
He
took him a
didn't
while
go anywhere.
to find the vine, I guess, to get out.
And she's going pretty slow if he had time to catch up to her, I guess.
Well, he did catch up to the bus with a skateboard. He's
These are
pretty swift.
facts.
He's
And I
really.
don't even know what happened with the skateboard. He should have brought it in the swamps with him. He probably could have done something with it.
I mean, can't climb a tree with a skateboard.
That's true. Damn, you got me, evolution. Hey, he is back to having feet again. Those of us who've been tuning in, his feet do transform.
This dude,
One page he's got feet, next minute he's got claws,
claws.
and again, this whole book just doesn't make sense to me. Again, if you guys want to throw out anything in the comments, go right ahead because we are just as confused as you are. Here's a pretty good picture of him, though. But it's almost hard to tell. He does have pink fingers for sure, without a doubt.
Okay.
Like the tips of them are pink. But if you notice, his hands are almost looking like feet too.
He has some big hands. Weird.
It is. It's very, very weird.
So is he just jumping at that one? Kind of jumping?
No.
Or is he flying? Is he levitating?
He's like walking after her. So the again, there's like nothing to this page. He's like looking for her. He's looking for her. He's confused where she is. And if you look far to the right, you can barely see the side of her face.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You got, yeah. I don't like this one because you don't know what's going on. Like, I am just assuming that he's lost her where she was.
But look, I mean, the trees are at the bottom, right? That's trees.
Yeah, there's little branches.
So he's like in the air.
No, I don't know. I guess that's up for speculation. I mean, if he's in the air, then so is she because you can see her way up in the right corner. It's the side of her face.
I'm thinking they really ran out of ink on that one.
Hey, deadlines, man, deadlines. Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
So he's found a bush with some berries in it. I don't see the strawberry lady anywhere, but it looks like he found some berries, and maybe that distracted him.
Okay.
I don't know.
So he's definitely likes berries.
Right. I guess it doesn't matter if they're strawberry or not. He just wants some berries, which also doesn't make sense because in the very first page, when you see him, he's peeking around the corner from the marketplace. There's a table full of berries right there at the very beginning of the book.
Okay, so I'm thinking he didn't have any money to buy the berries.
He's like, oh, these ones are free.
The joy of taking berries from people, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not a challenge if they're just sitting there and he grabs them. He got to go after.
Yeah, look at him. He's like, man, look at these berries. He's just smelling them, like with his hands. He's like, The weird ass book, people. It's a weird book.
Completely.
So Snatcher done snatched up some berries from these bushes. He seems very content, and I'm saying he, but you really from this view of the face, you can't tell if it's a girl or a guy.
No, just have big feet and big hands and
big feet, big hands. This is actually their version of Bigfoot,
right? It's weird. Weird.
All right, next up. All right, so he is so distracted by these berries. Look, okay, his hat's gone. Where does hat go? The hat he's got this bright white hair or blonde. He's going to town on these berries, and if you look way off in the corner, it looks like she made it to her house. This does kind of have that Red Riding Hood vibe. It really does.
It does. It does.
A little creepier and a little more open to interpretation for sure.
No kidding. Yeah, open to more ink, I guess, as well.
What I should have done is like did this live and with the camera on it, and we could have drawn the rest of the pages for the.
Maybe even added some words to it. Oh,
right.
Dude, this
creepy ass Snatcher. Old lady
this is,
silhouette.
This is like really an incomplete book. I think you're right on when you said she missed the deadline and they just had to print it up.
Yep.
Like it was.
And then the editor gets it and is like, no, this is perfect. We're gonna get some awards with this thing. Let's just put it out there. We'll get a couple copies out.
I'm starting to wonder why they got the awards now, because I'm thinking about one of the art classes that I've had in school.
Right.
And the first thing they tell you is utilize the space on the page, and
right.
This is clearly not a good usage of
and obviously they have the artistic skills because it's there. Yeah. Like you see the detail on some of the pages and you're like, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then the lack of is like, you lost me. Like I'm totally tossed on where we're at here.
Oh yeah, because this is that page on the right. I'm like, huh?
you can almost not even tell that's trees. Like
yeah, you going back to the doctor that gives you this ink blotch and says, what does this resemble to you?
So this is the last page. This is the last page.
Wait a minute.
This is the very last page of the book.
This did not match the rest of the book.
At all.
Oh my goodness.
Not one bit.
Okay. All right. Wow.
They got a couple kids. I don't know whose kids they are. But okay, you got dude playing banjo on the right.
Right.
It looks like Strawberry Lady's mom is nursing a baby or feeding strawberries to a baby. It doesn't have that. And look above the lazy boy where the old lady is. There's like one of those weird ocean parasite thing, like crab looking things just hanging on the wall. You see it?
Yeah, I see that.
Which it doesn't fit in at all. What you got?
Well, I mean, I never saw the house that she ran into, but it's definitely a house because there's people in there, and it looks like everybody's excited about strawberries.
Yeah.
But Grandma's socks, those stockings she got on, man, that's really that's got me, man.
All the lack of color on everything, and her socks.
Yeah, she soaked up all the ink on her socks.
You're right, man. Those are some colorful socks, especially for the lack of color in this book.
Oh,
there's a ton of color in those socks.
This is like the most complete page out of the book, though, right?
Of the whole. Like no doubt. Well, the second and third page kind of have some details.
With the bricks and the sidewalks and the store.
No, as far as what's going on in the pictures, this is the most like energy in any of the pages because there's so much activity going on.
So this one really speaks a lot without having words. So I mean, you can see what's really going on in this one.
And it looks like a loving family. Like the funny thing is, if you were to this looks like it could be a kid's book, right? This
absolutely.
Page, out of everything, this looks like it could be a kid's book.
Because you can see what's going on. It's a family environment. Everybody's getting their strawberries and having a good time.
Right.
Grandpa's playing on the banjo. Life is good.
Right. So let's go ahead. Again, I don't typically have guests. Again, this is only the second show. But after reading this, is this something you would read to your kid?
No. The Lady and the Snatcher, no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. Even if it had words, I don't think I would.
Even with words, like the
Yeah.
pictures alone will give you nightmares. Like at least me, I actually have the book and I find it a lot much creepier.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Not too sure what the artist was trying to, I guess, get across.
And then
Not,
here's the cover picture. There's literally no detail to what the book's going to be about.
yeah, absolutely not. I mean, the last picture would probably been a better front picture of the cover.
Right.
But yeah, this is way out there, man. This is not sure what kids this book was written for,
Mhm.
but apparently not mine.
Well, it's to everybody that tuned in. This is the second episode of A Dash of Ginger with my guest Evolution. As everybody who's been on this channel before knows, he is an admin on the network, and we continue to grow. He's got several shows. Please check them out. You got That's Life with Evolution. You've got What's Going On.
Absolutely.
And then I mean, there's so much more coming, man. There really
Yeah,
is.
absolutely. And then I've been a regular on Singed Eye Sockets as well,
Right.
and
And Stardom.
Stardom, and
Mm.
also we're working on another episode of which
Burn
one
After
is
Playing.
yeah, absolutely.
The
Burn After Playing.
improv show, yeah.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
been
for
on that.
everybody who's go ahead.
I've been on that a few times as well.
For everybody that doesn't know what Burn After Playing is, it is a improv show that I created because I've met so many people as I've grown this channel, and it's just so inspirational to me. And I'm very creative. I have a very creative mind, I feel like, and I just want to do as much as I can to help give exposure to people.
Mhm.
So I came up with sort of like a segment based show called Burn After Playing, and it's kind of similar to Whose Line Is It Anyways. I present a skit. I get people from all over the U.S. and around the world, really, if they wanted to be, and we come together and make this short film. Basically, is what it is. And Evolution's been on the last couple of them, and I mean they're a lot of fun.
Absolutely, man. I think it's my fourth one that I've been a part of. Yeah, man. I appreciate the opportunities and everything that's going on. Everybody's pretty open about letting me be a part of what they got going on, and they're all willing to be a part of what I got going on. So it's been a great interaction and learning a lot of new people, meeting a lot of new people, and just experiencing the variety that JG's Lounge has to offer.
And we've been hearing that a lot too,
Mm-hmm.
especially from our fans about how different and how much there is. Like even if you don't like this, if you scroll through some of the playlists, you're gonna find a show that you're probably gonna like.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's what the best thing about this network is. It's meant to be a lounge, a place for people to come and relax and just
Mm-hmm.
vibe, with the content that's on the channel.
There
So
you go.
yeah. And one more announcement, and then we're gonna wrap this episode up, guys. A tour to you is gonna be back. I think mid-June we're gonna do another round of a tour to you. If you're not familiar with it, basically we're gonna get 8 to 10 artists from all different genres to come onto JG's Lounge and present like a 15-minute pre-recorded set specifically for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be live in the chats, and it's going to be a charity concert. 80% of the proceeds, something like that. We haven't decided it yet. A good chunk of the proceeds are going to go to a nonprofit organization. We did this once in the past, raised almost $300, and it was on a whim. I mean, we just created this out of nowhere. It did great. It felt good giving that money to charities. And you just stay tuned because it's a lot of fun. And actually, Evolution's probably going to make a comeback on this one.
Yeah, man. I'm excited. Looking forward to it.
And thanks again, everybody, for tuning in to the second episode of A Dash of Ginger. Until next time, we'll see you around.
All right. Take care.